Hey there guys, Dion here from Cornerstone High Performance Coaching. And I've come to you with one question. Did you see it? Can you see it? Can you see the unprecedented opportunity that has arisen for us in the real estate industry? Now, obviously, I don't want to make light of the current situation, but right now is not the time to be shrinking back and walking away in fear. Guys, right now is the time to be 10xing our life and 10xing our business. And what I want to ask you today is, how can you 10x your business right now? How can you do more exclusive mandates? How can you do more sales without leaving your office? If you haven't seen the opportunity yet, then stay tuned. We're going to go through a quick overview of what the opportunity is right now and how you can get involved to make a difference in your life. And as we look at it, what we're looking to do right now is to take our businesses online. And we want to overcome the virus fear and gain market share and get ahead of the curve. Guys, at the end of the day, what I want to go through quickly is just a brief overview of the opportunities that exist. And then we're going to have opportunity to go into a deeper dive later on with a couple of series. We're doing a masterclass series that you can get involved in. But right now, the outcome is this. Can you do more seller presentations without leaving your home? Can you close exclusive mandates without leaving your home? Can you do listings without leaving your home? How about interviewing buyers without literally leaving your armchair? And can you close OTPs without leaving your home? Now, if any of those questions leave you reeling, feeling back and saying, oh my word, I've never heard of this before. How could this be true? How is this ever going to happen? Well, you're in the right place at the right time, guys, because right now we are seeing unprecedented results with people that are taking their businesses online using technology tools and technology to help them move forward. And I want to say to you, when the dust settles, the people that have taken this opportunity are going to be the ones that are sitting up ahead and winning. So the opportunity is this. We're going to go through this first session, an overview. Then I'm going to give you opportunity to actually register for our free introduction session. And we'll go through that in the next week or so. After that, there'll be 5 deep dive masterclass sessions where we go very deep into each of the criteria to help you emerge from that as an expert, being intentional and purposeful in every activity that allow for your success. So here we go. Bottom line is this, we're looking at 10xing your life and to take your business online. And how do we do that? Well, it's going to mean a re-engineering of your business process, which is going to allow you to be more efficient and more productive. Now, I just want to give you a little bit of perspective of this, because at the end of the day, this is an unprecedented opportunity. We've never had an opportunity like this before for us to get ahead of the curve. Most agents are sitting at home in their slippers watching Netflix, and that is not the time to be doing that. Now is the time to be 10xing your activity, 10xing your resources to get ahead of the curve. Because what's going to happen is this. We're obviously in a situation right now, and I don't want to make light of it. However, the dust is going to settle. I don't know if it's 3 weeks, a month, 6 months, a year, but the dust will settle. And the great opportunity that exists now is if we can take our businesses, take them online, ensure that they are more efficient, more effective. Imagine when the dust settles, how we can take that same mindset and same process out into the future. We will be ahead of the game forever, and other agencies will never catch you again. The truth of it is this is what I see as I work with various people, is that we are generally fairly sloppy in our processes. And it's just because we are able to be sloppy and still get away with doing business. But when something like this happens, with the virus that has happened, with the lockdown that has occurred, it is forcing us to become extremely intentional and purposeful with every aspect of our activity. And that is where the opportunity lies. Because as we become intentional with each activity, it allows us to become so much more effective in what we're doing. And I want to ask you a question. How intentional are you with every step of your process? How are you doing with your clients? Let me ask you this question. In the last year, every single buyer that's ever inquired with you, have you got them in a database? Have you been communicating with them every single week? And I'm going to say that the majority of the answers are going to be no, because I know that that is the reality of things. And that's what I mean about being intentional. How intentional are we with the work that we've done previously? We can make a massive difference. What we're seeing right now with the guys I'm working with, you're seeing guys where I had Jacques, he's just done four new listings last week. Shamla did 4 new listings last week. We're getting OTPs coming through without any physical contact with either seller or buyer. Now that is unbelievable. So what we're able to do is we are able to really re-engineer our processes right now, get back to basics, and come out on the other side effective and efficient and winning and 10xing our lives. So just as we go through this process, we want to talk to you about position yourself in your client's mind. Now, imagine if you could position yourself right now as the expert. as relevant to your clients. In a time where they need people to be leading them, you can be the leader that directs them through this process. Imagine if you could lead your clients to the land of their dreams. And every single client right now is asking themselves this one question: can you lead me to the land of the dreams? If we are not intentional and purposeful right now in activities, we are not able to do that, but we can change it in an absolute blink. So here's the major question I want to ask you right now. Do your clients know that you are open for business right now? So during this lockdown period, do they know? And I've had many agents say to me, yes, obviously my clients know I'm in business. And I want to say to you, obviously they don't know you're in business. And I want to guarantee you, they don't think you're in business because they're not in business. They're in lockdown mode. They think you're in the same. And the only way to do this is, how do we know that your clients, how do your clients know that you are in business? Have you told them? Have you been intentional about picking up the phone and calling every single one of your clients, or sending an email and setting up a protocol and telling them, this is my protocol moving forward. This is the way I'm going to be dealing with this process during lockdown. This is how I'm going to be working when I move out of lockdown. This is our scalable process. Have you set your clients' minds at rest as to how you can work with them? And that's what it takes, guys. It takes being intentional with every step of the way. So what I want to do is this: 8 months from now, once we've moved through this process, will you have set your business free from geographical restrictions? Because taking your business online will set you free from geographical restrictions. So 8 months from now, you could be frustrated, worn out, just getting by. And as this really young estate agent is saying, she's 46, but she feels great. And a lot of us maybe feel like it at times. But we have the other alternative, and that is to dominate your market with a top-of-mind strategy. And I'm going to suggest to you that you make a decision today, right now, that you are going to be different. 8 months from now, you're going to be dominating your market because you've made a decision to become intentional and purposeful about your activities and re-engineering your process. This is the time, guys, to make it happen. You could dominate your market in literally the next 8 months. I'm not going to go into this, but at the end of the day, you have to be asking yourself the question, what is your transformation outcome for the next 12 months? Have you got it written down? How does it make you feel? And what are some of the things that you think are holding you back? And then what are the solutions to that? That's a process that you're going to have to follow at some point. We will get into that in our deep dive. We will go directly into this to identify what is it that you're really looking for? What is going to make it worthwhile? What is the emotional connection to your dreams and goals and your desires and aspirations? Once we've connected to that, we will come up with a very deliberate game plan as to how you can achieve that. At the end of the day, your transformation outcome is going to be found at the end of your comfort zone. And you and I are always hindered by some kind of a comfort zone. But here's the good news. Your comfort zone that you have right now can be expanded. And your comfort zone can be expanded to envelop your goals and dreams. The benefit about that is that your comfort zone, what you feel uncomfortable doing today, can become your new norm tomorrow. And that means it's just a change of mindset. And it might be, for you right now, your comfort zone might be technology, that you've always done things in a certain way. You've never used Zoom, for instance, to do online presentations. And you feel that could hold you back. But we could break that in a blink just by simply overcoming that comfort zone once or twice. And over that time, you'll become very comfortable with a new process, which will set you free geographically, financially, etc. So we're going to we're going to use this process of moving from E to P. So doing what you've always done naturally, we're going to do it in a very purposeful way, which will allow you to break through that ceiling of achievement. Right now, I want to ask you, what is your business focus? And for me, the guys that I work with, our business focus is twofold. Number one, 15, 20, 12, which is 15 exclusive mandates, 20 sales in 12 months, and top of mind. That is our absolute obsession. There are two business focus points for us. Number one business focus is we believe that financial freedom is at the other side of 15 exclusive mandates. And number two is in terms of activities, let me give this example. If you did 2 presentations every single week, that would give you 80 presentations, seller presentations a year. And if you just had a 20% success ratio, you would sign up 16 new exclusive mandates every year. Of the rest, you'd probably sign up half of them on open mandate, which is 40. And that would give you approximately 20 transactions for the year. It doesn't matter what market you're in. If you're a 500,000 Rand market or a 5 million Rand market, it is going to give you a turnover that you can live on. And that's what I mean by being purposeful. Purposeful in activities and purposeful in our mindset. So this is the kind of process we're going to cover. We'll cover this in very great detail to make sure that you're comfortable with it and that you have a very deliberate game plan. The top of mind process is this. is Monday morning, Mr. and Mrs. Seller are going to wake up, they're going to want to sell their property, and they will call their real estate professional. The question is that you or somebody else? And what we need to do is we need to make sure that it's you. And we will spend the next, show you how in 8 months you can be the top of mind agent for your process. So why go online to dominate your market? Very easy question. The process is very simple, in fact. We want to make sure that we can help you dominate your market. So we're going to look at some technology tools that you can use to go online. We're going to look at the questions we need to ask ourselves as to which technology tool would be best for us. Is Zoom better for you? Is Google Hangouts? Is Google Meet? Is Webinar Jam? Is Zoho Meeting better for you? Which of these are better? Which are free? Which come with free trials? Which have screen sharing capabilities? Which have an opportunity to nurture your clients? We're going to look at all that to make sure that you make an informed decision. And then we're going to get into it to show you how to use it so that you feel proficient, you feel confident as to use these programs to be online and literally to take your business online and to do your full transaction without even leaving your office. So giving an overview, for instance, if we're looking at sellers, during the lockdown period, what is your outcome? After lockdown, what is your outcome? So during the lockdown period, we want well-priced exclusive mandates, listings, and rapport. So if you just had to build rapport with your clients right now, it is still an outcome that is worthwhile going for. Once we get out of lockdown, we want more well-priced exclusive mandates in less time, in less effort. That is ultimately where we want to be. 1 year from now, can you be doing more exclusive mandates in less time and less effort? Wouldn't that be an unbelievable opportunity and breakthrough that we can reach? So in terms of the listing process, I'm not going to go through it right now, but there is a whole process. Have you ever written your process down? Do you know what the documentation is that you need for that? So we're going to literally go through all these processes so that you feel very confident and very proficient at every level of the way. At the end of the day, the question is this: would you like to move from what we deem to be impossible to the possible? What if we could help you bridge the gap from where you are right now to where you want to be? And the question is, where do you want to be? Signing more exclusive mandates, doing more OTPs, in or out of a lockdown, it doesn't matter. But we want to help you get to a stage where you do things very intentionally, very purposefully, and you feel confident about what you're doing. So guys, there's just a brief overview of what we're going to cover. What I suggest you do is that you register for the first session, which is the introduction, and we're going to go through it. It's going to be between 60 and 90 minutes that we'll go through. We'll cover a large proportion of it. I want to get into some of the technology tools that you can use so that you can actually take something with you and use that. I want to make sure that you can just break the mold, break the seeding of achievement, break the thing that we seem to be impossible. What is that comfort zone? Let's break through that comfort zone. Let's move into a whole new realm where you can dominate your market and get ahead of the curve. Guys, I know that this is going to make a massive difference. And my suggestion to you is that you get really connected to this. Register for the session that we're going to have. It will really make a difference for you. Have a phenomenal day, guys, and keep your eye on the prize. Don't get caught up with all the stuff, the whirlwind, all the information that's going around. Get focused on you, your goal, and how it's going to serve your purposes. Let's get focused on the outcome you're looking for. Have a great day. Cheers.